Someone goes through snacking throughout the day. We've got some good news for you. According to our next guest, Nutritionist Rob Hobson. Hello, Rob. If done correctly, you can snack your way to better health this winter.
What? Let's get snacking. What we got?
Yes, we're in. You've come to the right place, Rob.
How can it actually boost your health, though, snacking? Because people, I mean, everyone says, don't snack. Just have your meals. Do not snack.
Yeah.
Well, it's quite interesting. There was a bit of research recently, a couple of months ago, by King's College. And what they looked at was the effects of snacking on health outcomes. So things like your body weight, your body fat, your blood fats, your blood sugar, that kind of thing. What they found is that it didn't matter how often you snacked or the calories in the snacks, that didn't really have an effect on those health impacts. It was really about the quality of the snack and when you snacked. So what they found is high-quality snacks, obviously, were associated with better health outcomes and feeling full, whereas low-quality snacks had negative health outcomes, but then left you feeling hungry. And in terms of timing, they found that people that snacked in the day, earlier in the day, chose healthier snacks and had better health outcomes, whereas people who snacked late at night, especially on sugary foods, had, poorer health outcomes. What they found that was quite interesting is people who snack on healthy snacks actually had lower BMI and lower body fat than people who didn't snack at all, which is quite interesting. So I think the snacking is... I'm not quite sure. Maybe that they were a bit fuller when they ate. Yeah, it could be something to do with their blood sugar. But, I mean, the take-home message is really, it's OK to snack if it's a healthy snack and it's a bit earlier in the day. Yeah.
Rob, the thing is, our life is not set up for snacking healthy, is it? You've got to be organised, you've got to be on it, haven't you?
Yeah, and also we live in an environment where making healthy food choices is really challenging. There's loads of snacks everywhere. A lot of them are really unhealthy. We've talked about UPS before on the show. They're addictive, it's hard to stop eating them. So when you put in that environment, it's quite hard. And, people probably don't sometimes have the motivation to make their own snacks at home, their own dips, their own health bars, that kind of thing. So it does take a bit of effort.
So when might snacking not be so healthy? You've sort of identified 3 different sorts of snacking.
Yeah, not so much sorts, but I think that if you're emotionally snacking, so if you're snacking because you're really stressed or because there's something else going on, that's making you feel emotional, then that kind of snacking isn't great. That's the kind of snacking where we reach for comfort foods, and these foods are often high in fat, salt and sugar. Enjoy the snacks. So that's not great. We can overeat those foods. They don't just affect on our physical health, but also our mental health. Our relationship with food can be affected. Mindlessly eating as well. When you've had your dinner and then you're like, I fancy something sweet, people sit on the sofa, put the TV on.
Boredom as well.
And, and boredom, and they've got snacks in front of them. The thing is as well, snacks come in big packets now as well, so you can't even really gauge how much you're eating. You've got your hand in there, you're not paying attention, so that kind of snacking isn't great.
And you'll see the calories, and it will say portion, and you think you've had a
4
portion.
sweets or something
and the portion,
from the packet,
the portion is a lot smaller than you actually think.
Absolutely.
OK, so how can we snack to lose weight?
Right, so I think good snacks to lose weight, I'm thinking about high protein. So protein's really filling. So if you're trying to lose weight, you want to try and feel full between meals.
Yeah.
It's also good for muscle mass. So if you're eating less food, you want to make sure that you're maintaining muscle mass but losing fat. So protein's really good for that. Snacks here, we've got some edamame beans, a good plant-based source of protein. Chickpeas, you could have some of those, roast them. They're quite nice as a high-protein snack. You could also... boiled eggs. I love a boiled egg.
I like
you can
boiled
boil
eggs.
loads of them at the start of the week and then in the fridge. Bit of celery, salt, smoked paprika, really tasty. Protein shakes. So I'm not a big fan of protein powders. They're UPF. I think
Just to remind us what UPF is.
Ultra-processed food.
Okay.
So,
What, protein powder is... I never knew that.
Yes, it's very ultra-processed.
Because you think that's a good thing. You go to the gym, they're all doing it, so you think, oh, this is OK.
Yeah, well, I think it's this emphasis on protein that we're always sold and the high-protein health claims and everything else. But occasionally, they can be helpful if you can't access any food, any protein after training or something like that. But you can make your own. And then you can add extra stuff to it. Berries, avocado, spinach, whatever you want.
I'll have like a powder of protein, and if I feel like I need it, I'll stick it in a smoothie, but then I've got all my other stuff in the smoothie anyway.
Yeah, and that's OK. I think I just prefer to do it more naturally, so I'd probably go for just a bit of milk, and then I'd add in my fruits, my vegetables, anything else that I wanted to put in there.
Some nuts.
You could put some nuts if you've got a nice high-power blender, or it could be a bit a bit gritty. Yeah, so
I
that's an option.
I never knew that at all. What about getting better sleep? Because everyone wants to sleep more and get quality sleep. What would you suggest?
Yeah, so no food is going to knock you out and send you to sleep, but there are definitely nutrients that are important for aspects that contribute to good sleep. So magnesium helps the body to relax. It also helps to make melatonin, which is the hormone that controls your sleep-wake cycle.
Love that guy.
Love that guy. Also, tryptophan
melatonin
is also really useful. It's an amino acid that goes up into the brain, and that's also involved in making melatonin. So when we're thinking about these kind of snacks, yeah, nuts and seeds. So these are great. You can make bags of trail mix, really good source of magnesium. We've got some soaked oats. So you know when you soak them in apple juice and milk?
Yeah.
Good source of tryptophan from the milk, but also because the oats contain carbohydrate, that helps with the uptake of tryptophan to the brain. So it's doing a double kind of job.
Because you think about that for breakfast, but not
you put them
necessarily
in
for the evening.
Well, also, you could have it as a late-time snack. I mean, also, what you're trying to do is build up your levels of this in your system. So it doesn't really matter if you have it in the day or the night, but that might be quite a nice bedtime snack. And in fact, it's quite interesting. There's that old wives' tale about milk and honey. And that's really because there could be some truth in it, because milk's got the tryptophan, honey's got the carbohydrate, and it helps uptake it to the brain.
Love a little bit of milk and honey before bed.
Milk and honey. I mean, the other thing...
Cocoa's nice?
Cocoa, yeah, if you use the unsweetened cocoa, a little tiny bit of honey.
Like
and actually,
cocoa.
you could make it with cashew nuts as well. If you blend cashew nuts in water, they're really high in magnesium. If you put a bit of cocoa powder, a bit of honey, it's a really tasty, healthier hot chocolate.
A lot of magnesium in bananas. Is there should I have a banana before I go to bed or not?
Not so much bananas, they're more your beefits, but they do contain tryptophan, so they could be quite a good one as well. I mean, the other thing is, you know, just rye crackers, quite nice before bed if you want a little snack.
Bit
They're
of
a good
avocado
source.
on that.
Avocado, delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Good source of magnesium, yeah.
Just before bed?
As a little snack, maybe a little bit before bed.
Rob, what's your idea on eat like a king, you know, lunchtime, well, breakfast like a king?
Lunch like a prince, dinner like a pauper.
Yeah. Do you believe in that?
I think that you should eat to appetite more than follow that strict schedule. I think people have different lives and we all work different schedules and we all have to eat at different times of day. So I think that might have worked a while ago.
Yeah.
But I think now it really is all down to the individual and what suits your lifestyle.
Two more questions before we let you go. Can you snack... what are your advice for snacking during the day to keep that energy up? So, so say 11 o'clock or something.
Yeah, I'd go for foods that are high in fibre. So when you have high fibre foods, they release their energy more slowly. The other thing you might want to think about with energy is iron. So women especially often have low intakes of iron. 27% of women don't have enough iron in their diet, and that can lead to fatigue and tiredness. So when we're thinking about snacks, popcorn, make it yourself at home is the healthiest way to do it. But if you're buying it in a bag, maybe lightly salted, go for the small snack packs.
Not the sweet.
Not the sweet, full of sugar, so we want to avoid that. But they're quite good, nice little snack. We've also got dips. So dips like hummus, we talked about hummus earlier. That's a great one, contains fibre, a little bit of iron as well. Rice cakes, brown rice cakes, they're quite a nice little snack. Nut butter and banana.
And then lastly, given the time we're going into with the winter and we need a little bit more vitamins like in the winter, so can you snack to avoid illness? What should you be having?
Yeah, so I think we all know that vitamin C and zinc are linked to immunity, but also your gut is really important. 70% of your immune cells are made in your gut, so keeping your gut really healthy.
I know.
People don't understand this. So your gut is really closely linked to immunity. So try live bacteria foods, kefir, yoghurt.
Oh, I love that.
I don't like kefir, but I mix it with frozen berries, and it's quite a nice.
It's an acquired taste because I didn't like it at first. You've got to keep pushing through.
I
actually lovely.
I like with a kefir yoghurt every day.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great for your gut. And actually, if you then, with the yoghurt, you could add some berries. That's your vitamin C. You can add, just eat some more fruits and vegetables. So red peppers are our richest source of vitamin C, and they're really good to keep in the fridge, like ready sliced. Especially if you've got kids, they're more likely to reach for them if they're already cut up in bags. So really good, really good, nice snacks.
Thank you so much, Rob.
Thank you so much for visiting our This Morning
you.
YouTube channel. We upload new content every single day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the morning.